Hi, hello everyone. Today, let us see translation. Is it a science or an art? First, let me explain the definition of translation. Translation is the process of changing a written messages or text meaning from one language to another language is called translation. So, we all know translation is a crucial tool. Am I right? So, translators must carefully balance maintaining the original meaning with making a document sound natural in the target language. Then let us see what is SL and what is TL. The language we translate is called source language. In short, we can call it as SL. The language into which we translate is called target language. In short, we can call it as TL. Then I have given some famous quotes from some famous translators and theorists about translation. Roman Jacobson says translation involves the interpretation of verbal signs by means of other languages. Eugene Nida defines translation consists in reproducing in the receptor language the closest natural equivalent of the source language message. First, in terms of meaning, and secondly, in terms of style also. Now, translation as a science. Science is a systematic body of general principles. Though science and art are distinct, there is a close relation between the two. Science is basically about facts and relies on accuracy. So, for translators, accuracy is the first and most important principle. It should be objective, and this is another important skill for translator to translate in an unbiased way. The next point, it should be rational like a scientist rather than emotional like an artist. Then translation and art. An art is a body of practical rules, we all know. It is an art because it gives guidelines in translating a text from one language into another language. It also requires a great skill, interpretive skill, and imaginative faculty. It becomes an art when it deals with the translation of a novel, fiction, drama, etc. Then the concept of translation. There are three different views of scholars and translators are here. First type of scholars and translators who hold the view that translation is a pure art as it mainly based on a skill. The next second type of translators and scholars, there are those who believe that translation is a pure science as it requires knowledge of the source and a target language in addition to familiarity with translation theories. Then third type of scholars and translators take the view that translation is a mixture of both art and science as it requires a skill, knowledge of the source and a target language in addition to acquaintance with translation theories. Then the next slide is translation, both science and art. In translation studies, both theory and practice are in complement to each other. Translation involves both artistic sensibility and scientific temper. It is both a science and on art. Thank you all.